Sex, porn, love addiction is all about self-soothing to manage your emotions. It got set up back in the childhood development years. It's just not about sex, it's not about porn. It's all about the repeated use has set up the physiology to crave those dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, self-manufactured drugs in the body. It's impacting women, men, children aged 10 to 75 across all the age ranges, the sexes, the cultures, the professions. It increased exponentially during COVID lockdown and impacting so many lives. The Kairos Center has created the first online comprehensive sex, porn, love addiction. It's a video on demand recovery program which you can access from anywhere in the world and begin to see identifiable changes just within 6 weeks of beginning this weekly program. Kairos means your appointed time. Isn't it your time to reclaim your life? Bring color back to life without shame. Click the link below and begin your journey. You owe it to yourself and to others. There is something as well about opposites attract. We're often, quite literally, searching out to try and find the other part of us that fits and makes us more complete, more whole. But of course, these unconscious processes are not something we realize or recognize. In their book, entitled Mate and Stalemate, these authors, Mattison and Sinclair, outline 3 types of fit that couples might use to both manage and express their relationships. It's really interesting that we go through these 3 different types of fits. And the first one, let me read it from this article and then we'll look at them again from some other articles. The first one is called Babes in the Woods. Can you identify with any of these 3 as present features in your relationship? Babes in the Wood, what's that? I often think about the childhood story of Hansel and Gretel when I think about Babes in the Woods behavior. You might have seen this taking place in some couples. They often look the same and will behave in a likable, affable manner. A couple such as this see all the bad things in the world as belonging in and to the outside world and not a part of them. They cling together, and the outside world, in a sense, everybody else, is to be kept out. The enemy, opposition to the couple, and they cling together just like the 2 children in the woods that get lost and are scared in the forest and it's dark. They cling together, and as long as they have each other, everything is fine. They keep anything bad out of their relationship, and the world literally is the big bad wolf that is present in the forest, stopping them getting to grandma's house. The next one is cat and dog. I see this one a bit more like the Tom and Jerry. Do you remember that cartoon? Tom, the cat, forever chasing the mouse. Jerry never catches him. Cat and dog. They fight constantly in their relationship. Many of us don't really know that book, Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf? But the cat and mouse is demonstrated very much in that book. It's characterized by anger, rejection, and a host of other destructive emotions. Both are only conscious of the bad in each other, and their lives seem to be like a war zone. The conflict regulates their intimacy. They often will not part because they fear being separated from each other. They fear they may not actually find another partner that is a right fit for them. So they stay together, yet they stay together and they do fight and conflict. One seems to be running, the other seems to be chasing. In both these fits, the couple relationship is marked by parts of themselves that they're actually denying, they're not owning. There's some really good work that we're doing in this program to help you to better understand you. Counseling can help you to better understand you and better see the areas of you that you are denying. There is actually an interesting exercise called Johari's window. Let me see if I can remember to include something about this. And it's about the parts of ourselves that we just don't know, but others know. And there are other blind spots of us that we do know, but we just don't understand. Let me show you Johari's window so you can recognize your blind spots, your blind areas. Because what you can better see, what you can better understand, you get a chance to do something about it. What you cannot see, do not understand, it lives deeply in the unconscious. You have no hope of doing anything about it. So if there are aspects of us that we're in denial about, it's really important to begin to see them, even if it's uncomfortable. Because only then do we get to vote for them to stay or for them to be changed. Remember, change is an ongoing process. It's not quick. But change begins because you can see an issue, a problem. Change doesn't even begin or start if you're not even aware that there is an issue. That's why this process of counseling can help you to move stuff from the unconscious to the conscious so you begin the change process. Or at least you vote for the decision to leave things as they are, but you at least can see why you do what you do. It's unusual for most people to see why they do what they do, but do nothing to change it. But our role as therapists is not to show you the way you should change, is to help you to understand how you might want to go about change. Sometimes we can show you what you might want to do to change, and that's where it's more directive or a particular program that you have decided you want to follow. Let's look at that third one called net and sword. And here the relationship fit is where one partner shows all the love in the relationship and the other all the rejection. Again, it's often the case that one person expresses all the denial of emotions and the other cannot or just will not express those emotions. The relationship works well until one partner owns up to their denied feelings. So actually, recognize that when you begin to understand Babes in the Woods, Cat and Dog, Net and Sword, and all the other areas that are denied and not understood by you that live in the unconscious, this process of counseling has the potential to destabilize the relationship even further. Why do you want to do this then? Well, what you can better see and you can better understand, you are better able to vote for the choices that you make rather than the stuff being done to you. And you're just going with the flow of the stream. You get to vote for your choices rather than left as a hostage to fortune. As the wind blows, that's the way you're taken in life. Let's change that so you get to vote for your choices. Even if they're negative choices, you vote for them. Send me a message. It's time to get your relationship back onto a better footing for your future. Let's do some work without shame and bring colour back to life. Send the email, send the message to me, Gary McFarlane, at the Kairos Centre, and let's begin to reclaim your quality of life.